Hi, this is Richard Quack coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is persistence is the key to success. Now, basically, if you look at all the success stories outside there, persistence is one of the main ingredients for their success. Okay. Now, if you have read the book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, all right, in one of the chapters, he talked about persistence. All right, he talked about persistence. And he quoted that there is no heroic connotation to the word persistent, but the quality is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. So he's comparing the character of man to carbon, what carbon is to steel. That means in order for the steel to be molded, all right, you need to have carbon. You need to burn it. So it has to be burning persistently, consistently, all right? So basically, there is no heroic connotation to the word persistent, but the quality is to the character of man what carbon is to steel, okay? Now, basically, the lack of persistence is one of the major causes of failure. Do you agree? One of the major causes of failure is lack of persistence. People try, and after that, they meet a few challenges or obstacles, then they give up. So that is the reason why most people do not succeed, because they don't have the power of persistence. All right. Now, in the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill said that there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test men through all sorts of discouraging experiences. All right. And no one can enjoy great achievement without passing the persistent test. So there is a hidden guide whose duty is to test us. All right. And most of the people fail. That's why they are not richly rewarded. But those who are persistent, all right, they will be achieving great success. Okay. Now, anyone can learn persistence. Do you believe that anyone here can learn persistence? Because persistence is a state of mind. All right. Persistence is a state of mind, and therefore it can be cultivated based on definiteness of purpose. So, in fact, persistence, you can cultivate it. And there are a few things that I'm going to go through here. Basically, since it's a state of mind, all right, there are 8 things I'm going to go through here. Number 1, in order to have persistence, you need to have definiteness of purpose. This is very, very important, because most people, they go through life without any particular purpose whatsoever, or they have a generalized purpose. But to be able to have persistency, you must have a purpose that is definite. Okay, that means you must know what your purpose is, and it must be definite, not just general, but it has to be specific. That's the first thing. All right, your purpose must be definite, and if you have a definite purpose, then you will have the power of persistency. Number 2, you need to have a desire. All right, in the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill said that desire is the starting point of all achievement. And when we talk about desire here, we're talking about burning desire, a white heat of desire. So it means that the desire got to be strong. All right, that means you do whatever it takes to achieve it. All right, so ask yourself, do you have a burning desire? Most people don't have a burning desire. That's the reason why, without a burning desire, you try something and it does not work, you give up. All right, so the second thing is you need to have a strong and burning desire for you to cultivate the habit of persistence. Okay, now number 3, you need to have self-reliance. Okay, you need to have self-reliance, and you got to have self-belief as well. That means you got to believe in yourself and the ability to do whatever it takes. Okay, the ability to do whatever it takes. That means whatever it is, you got to do whatever it takes. Once you have that state of mind, all right, then you can cultivate persistency, because with persistency, then you keep on going, all right, without going backwards, all right, you will do whatever it takes to become successful. So persistency is developed upon self-reliance. Number 4, there must be a definiteness of plan. Just now you have definiteness of purpose, but now you got to turn it into a plan. There must be a definiteness of plan. So it must be an organized plan. All right. Without a plan, then you are heading nowhere. All right, and you will not be persistent. But if you have definiteness of plan, that means whether you are ready or not, whether the plan is ready or not, all right, it will help you to be persistent. All right, so basically you got to have a definiteness of plan, and when we talk about definite of plan, it means it must be an organized plan. That's why we always say that, interest will not make you successful. All right, but you need to be committed to make it successful. That's the most important. So to be committed, you need to have a organized plan. All right, that means a plan with a formal structure. Number 5, you need to have accurate knowledge, because if you want to do something, you must have knowledge. All right, if you don't have knowledge at all, you will not last, because without having the proper knowledge, you give up at the first sign of defeat. All right, accurate knowledge means knowing one's plan are sound. All right, that means you got to have accurate knowledge and know that the plan is sound. That's number 5. Number 6, cooperation is very important, because you cannot become successful on your own. You need to have team support. So basically, you must have cooperation as well. Cooperation from other people, all right, in your team. You must have sympathy, you must have understanding, and also harmonious cooperation between the group, the team. All right? So basically, that is why in Napoleon Hill book, he talk about having a mastermind team, a mastermind group. All right, so it's important to have cooperation, because on your own you may give up easily, you may not be persistent. All right, but when you have a group working together, everybody encouraging each other, then you will have persistence. Okay, that's number 6. Number 7, very, very important, is about willpower. You got to develop the willpower to keep on going. All right, I know, a lot of people at the first sign of defeat, people give up. But you got to will yourself to keep on going, knowing that at the end of the tunnel, there is light there. All right, so you got to develop that willpower. Of course, willpower is not easy to develop, but it takes time, it takes practice. All right, so you need to have that willpower to push yourself forward, regardless of what obstacles and challenges that you face. So this is how you develop persistency. Okay, that's number 7. Number 8 is about habit. Okay, now we are all creatures of habit. Like I always say, we are creatures of habit. And basically, you got to have the habit of, of completing what you start. Most people, they have the habit of starting something and not completing it. So it becomes a very bad habit. That means they start something, they don't complete it. So you got to develop a habit of starting something and completing it. That means you got to have faith. All right, faith rather than fear. Most people, they give up because they have fear. But if you have strong faith and belief, then it will keep you going and going, regardless of what are the obstacles and challenges. All right, so it's important to develop the habit of faith. All right, the habit of faith and belief rather than having fear. Is it true? Okay, so that's all my sharing here, and I hope that you learned something, because I believe that persistency is really, really important, because look at all the successful people throughout life. All right, they have persistency. That's why they become successful. All right, that's why they become successful. I mean, look at Colonel Sanders as well. All right, he failed 1,008 times, but he was persistent until the 1,009. He met somebody who accepted his idea, and with that one success, he became a phenomenon today, Kentucky Fried Chicken. All right, so basically, persistency is very important. All right, and in Think and Grow Rich, if you read the book, I believe if you have not read the book, please go and read the book. Today you can find the book even in YouTube and so on. Okay, there is no heroic connotation to the word persistence, but the quality is to the character of man what carbon is to steel. Okay, now the lack of persistence is one of the major causes of failure. Isn't it true? Okay, and I listed 8 things that you need to do to develop persistence, because persistency is a state of mind, so it can be cultivated. All right. The first one, you have definiteness of purpose. Number 2, you must have desire. Number 3, you must have self-reliance, self-belief, and the ability to do whatever it takes. Number 4, you must have a definiteness of plan. Number 5, you need to have accurate knowledge. Number 6, you need to have cooperation. Number 7, you need to develop willpower to keep on going regardless of whatever it is. And lastly, number 8, you need to have the habit of faith and belief. Okay, so that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something, and if you like what you hear and see, please feel free to share, to like, and to comment. I appreciate you for your time that you spend with me here, and that's all my sharing for today. I will see you again on Friday for another session of my live video. So this is Richard Quack from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.